What is the difference between M Performance and M? What's the difference between the true M and the M Performance? What's the difference between, sometimes they call it an M Lite or the M Appearance Package, or all these different things, right? A lot of people ask these questions. What is the difference? But more importantly, what is the difference per model? So M240i versus M2, M440i versus M4. Well, in today's video, what I want to do is I want to show differences around spec, price, weight, all that good stuff between the M850i and the M8 competition. So let's go ahead and dive on into that. All right, now first things first, addressing the elephant in the room. What is the key difference between the M Lite or the M Performance and the M and then the M Appearance Package, right? So I wrote this in a blog. Feel free to go check it out at carsandtalking.com. The M Performance is upgraded features, right? Suspension, brakes, engine, but it doesn't have like the track performance of the true M, okay? The M is the sports car, right? It is ready for the track. Also has upgraded brakes, suspension, all that good stuff. And it's usually tuned differently. The engine is usually tuned differently. And then as you go up in scale, the engine is tuned differently. So the M2 and the M4, same engine, right? But the M4 is faster from a horsepower perspective. And the reason why is because it's tuned differently, but same exact engine, okay? Now let's start going over some specs here. First, M850i, right? 4.4 liter twin turbo V8, which is awesome. I was in the BMW space for a while. I had two M2s. I had an M4. I had an M440i. I had an M850i. But I just recently got my first Mustang ever. I went with a GT Premium, and there is nothing better than that V8. That's for sure. I gotta tell you. All right. So V8, 4.4 liter twin turbo. Horsepower, let's go ahead and check that out. This is inaccurate. I think it's 503. I don't know why AI is lying to me. Yeah. No, not AI. I thought that was the AI overview. It is not the AI overview. 523 horsepower. Okay. Now the M8 competition, same engine, right? 617 horsepower. Did I miss the horsepower here before? No, the AI overview didn't tell me. Okay, fair enough. M8 comp, 617 horsepower, 553 pound-feet of torque. Again, same engine, same thing as the M2 having the M4 engine and vice versa. Key difference is how it is tuned. All right, so you're getting about 100 horsepower difference. Now, what I will tell you is I've seen M850i's that are tuned versus an M8 comp, and the M850i obviously, beats the M8 comp because it has 700 or 800 horsepower versus the stock M8. So the question is the M8 worth it? We're going to talk about that. Don't worry. But from a weight perspective, right, we're looking at, with the M850i, about 4,478 pounds. The M8 comp ranging from 4,156 to 4,431. The reason why is because, and you're going to see this, the M2 and the M240i, right? The M3 and the M340i, the M4 and the M440i. The performance ones, like the M850i, usually are heavier because they come with more luxury features, which isn't always the case. The other thing is the materials that are used are usually lighter than the performance packages, right? So like the M8 is going to have lighter materials used versus the M850i is going to have heavier materials used. So it's more for luxury, right? Versus sport. Even though it's a heck of a sports car, I got to tell you, I had an M850i, and this thing is fast. And it feels really good too. Like you hit 100, maybe. I'm not saying I ever did that or anything, but you do that and you feel like you're going 50 miles an hour. Very, very smooth ride. Okay, now let's talk about price. This is where the decision comes into play. M850i, brandy new, sitting at 113,000 USD. All right. Now, will that change with things like tariffs? Not right now, because they just put a hold on tariffs for the automotive industry. They just released that information yesterday. So we shouldn't see any change in pricing for at least another month. M8 competition, right? Remember, we're going from 113,000, okay? M8 competition, convertible, 161,000, non-convertible, 152,000, both brand new vehicles. This is a 2024, but it's new. It's just been on the lot for a while. Now, these are prices in New Jersey, by the way. I am based out of New Jersey. New Jersey is always a little bit more expensive, but I have looked around in, PA and New York and Connecticut and some surrounding states, and, roughly the same prices, give or take, okay? So you're talking $40,000 price difference, give or take, okay? Now, what do you get for it? Well, let's open these things up. Let's take a look at what they look like. All right. Beautiful car. Oh, this is actually a convertible as well. I wonder why this one is cheaper. That's funny. Different spec? I don't know. It shouldn't be, but fair enough. All right. It's a convertible as well. All right. So we go over it. 20-inch wheels. The interior, I got to tell you, with the 8 Series, they don't, this isn't upgraded. This isn't upgraded to the new i8 system where you have the full screen going all the way through. I don't know why. They don't touch the 8 Series from an upgrade perspective. I really don't know why. But honestly, it looks the same as a 2022. Looks the same as a 2021, to be honest with you. So now let's look at the M850i. We only have stock photos here, but at least we can get a decent idea. I mean, there's no difference. Maybe the seats are a little bit different. I actually really like this red interior. I had one with, it was brown interior. But same car. I mean, no difference, at least from a looks perspective. So you got to ask yourself a couple of things. Number one, is the price difference worth it? Do you want to go to 150 or 160,000? Is it worth it for you? Are you going to be on the track constantly with this thing? And look, I got to be honest with you. Even if you're not, or even if you are on the track and you go the M850i, I still think just getting, this is my personal opinion, a $40,000 difference. If you put $10,000 to $15,000 into this M850i, it's going to be much faster than the M8 Comp. So is the M8 Comp great for clout, right? Great to pull up at a car show or whatever? Sure. But really, are you getting anything out of it? Me personally, I would just get an M850i, brand new, and just tune it, right? Do what I need to do for it. Now, I'm going to tell you this as well. The 8 Series, right? Both the M850i and the M8, but especially the M8, the resale value is really, really bad. Like the second you walk out of the door with this thing, I mean, all cars, right? You walk out, you're losing a lot of money. The second you drive off the lot, but the M8 competition, especially, I mean, the value really goes down. And let's prove this, right? 2025 BMW M8 competition convertible, 152,000. Let's look at a used one. 2023 M8 competition, 12,000 miles. It's brand new, 94,000. Let's do this. Let's go a year behind, right? It's 2025. Let's go to 2022. 73,000 for a convertible, 45,000 miles, which tells me it probably just got back from a lease. All right. I mean, that's rough. That is rough. I mean, you're getting a new M2 at this price, right? So you might as well just get a 3-year-old M8 competition. But yeah, I mean, you're talking half. I mean, the car went down half, right? From when you get it brand new. So here's my other thing. If you're going to get an M8 competition, what I would recommend, go find one like this where, again, it looks like, even this one looks like it just got back from the dealership, or I'm sorry, from a lease. All right. So if you can find something like that, hopefully a lease, I mean, it was still probably beat on a little bit, but at least, with a lease, they probably took a little bit better care of it, versus buying a 10-year-old M8 comp. I wouldn't recommend that. Or in that case, if it was 10 years old, it would be the M6 probably. But all in all, if you're gonna go M8 comp at all, get a used one. Here are the prices. If you're gonna go brand new, you're like, Mike, I want a brand new car. This is the way to do it right here. M850i.